a must-try for all chocolate lovers. Sweet and tangy fusion of the chocolate cherry cupcakes. In today's video, we'll be making the delicious and moist chocolate cupcakes, chocolate frosting, and we'll also let you know how to make the cherry filling that is put inside the cupcakes. So let's start with the recipe. We'll start first by making the chocolate cupcakes. For this, I have taken 1 cup of curds. You may note my curds are not too very thick. Into this, I'll be adding 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. We just need to mix the curds and the oil well till they are fully emulsified. So just mixing this for about a minute, I'll be adding sugar. I have taken 3/4 cup of grain sugar and put it into the mixie jar and made a powder out of it. Now after adding the sugar, we'll mix it again till the sugar is fully dissolved. You can also use castor sugar here. I've just made the sugar powdered so that it mixes quickly and easily. So we'll just keep this aside for some time and mix in the dry ingredients. For that, I have taken 1½ cup of Maida, all-purpose flour. Add a pinch of salt into it. Taken 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and ½ teaspoon of baking soda. So these are all the dry ingredients. We'll just mix it well. Once all the dry ingredients are mixed well, we will just sieve it directly into the wet ingredients. So this cupcake recipe is a basic chocolate cupcake recipe. Since there is a chocolate frosting, the sugar quantity is less. So if you just want to make simple chocolate cupcakes, you just need to add a little more of sugar, maybe a tablespoon or so, and you will get perfect, moist and delicious chocolate cupcakes. So now I'll just mix the dry and the wet ingredients now and be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And I've also taken ½ cup of room temperature milk. As I keep mixing, I'll be adding the milk gradually so that we get a nice smooth batter. These chocolate cupcakes with the chocolate frosting and the cherry filling creates a very delightful flavor experience. This cupcake recipe has immense contrast of flavors and textures and the velvety frosting. So you can make them whenever you're celebrating a special occasion or just need a pick-me-up. So gradually I have finished using all the ½ cup of the milk into the batter, and the batter looks nice, smooth and lump-free. So do not overmix the batter. Once all the lumps are gone, we just stop, and I'll just use a spatula and scrape the bowl from down and the sides as well. You can check out the silky, smooth, shining, velvety texture of the cake batter. We get 12 cupcakes from this quantity of batter. So I'll be filling 9 in the baking tray and using 3 of this silicone mold with the cupcake liners that I'll be showing how to bake over the stove top. So now we'll just fill in all the cupcake liners. We'll fill in all the cupcake liners almost 3/4 full. You just need to fill in something more than half and less than full. You can also use a piping bag to fill in the cupcake liners. So once filled, I'll just tap it a few times. So if you do not have an oven, you can still make and bake these cupcakes the way I'll be showing you shortly. And the rest of the batter will go into this cupcake pan, which will be baked in the oven. So now the cupcake pan too is full. I'll just tap it a few times. So now this will be baked in a preheated oven at 170 degrees centigrade for 20 to 22 minutes with the lower heating coil on. And for baking over the stove top, I've just heated a large vessel and put a ring stand inside it. I have just preheated this on medium flame for 5 minutes. Put in the cupcake tray inside and close it with a lid. We will bake this for 20 to 25 minutes on medium to low flame. So these cupcakes were baked in the oven and it took me around 22 minutes. You can check with a wooden skewer. It is clean, so these are done. After 20 minutes, I just took a check for the cupcakes that were getting baked over the gas stove. So these were still wet, so I continued baking this for 5 more minutes. So after 5 minutes, I checked on it again and they were properly done. These took me a total of 25 minutes of total baking time to bake over the gas stove. So now take it out carefully and we'll keep it on the cooling rack to cool down. So I'll just remove them out from the tray and place it on the cooling rack. I will also remove them out from the blue silicone mold. These are still hot, so I need to do it carefully. Once all the cupcakes are fully cooled down to room temperature, we will then decorate them further with the chocolate frosting. For the chocolate frosting, we'll be making some chocolate ganache. So here I have chopped around 300 grams of dark chocolate, and along with that I've used this fresh cream. I'll be using 150 grams of this cream, that is around 3/4 cup. As you can see, this cup is not full, it is 3/4 full. So I'll be adding it into the chocolate. So the ratio that I have used is 2:1. 2 parts of chocolate and 1 part of cream. So now we will melt the chocolate and the cream together in the microwave. You can put them in the microwave for around 15 to 20 seconds and get it out and stir it. You will find that the chocolate does not melt completely, so we'll do that once more. So after 15 seconds of more microwave heating, I will stir the chocolate once more. As the bowl is still warm, the chocolate will continue melting, and we'll just mix it till you get a nice lump-free chocolate ganache. So if your chocolate is not melted fully, you need to put it back in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds and mix it again till you get a nice silky smooth chocolate ganache. So just keep this in the fridge for some time so that it becomes a little thicker and easy to pipe with it. So in the meantime, we will just prepare the cupcakes. This is fresh red cherry compote that I'll be using as a filling inside the cupcakes. I'll share the video link of this cherry compote in the description box below and at the end of this video too. We need to scoop out a piece of the cupcake from the center. For that you can use a knife, potato peeler. You can also use a fruit corer. Let's do all 3 ways. So if you're using a knife, just poke it through in the center, not too very deep, so that it doesn't make a hole through the cake. We just need to scoop out a little from the top so that we can put the cherry filling inside it. So this is how we will remove a little piece of the cupcake from the center. And using a spoon, I'll just put in the cherry filling inside the cavity of the cupcake which we have just created. It's also much easier to put the filling into a piping bag and then filling the cupcakes with it. This cherry filling will not only make the cupcake moist from inside but also add a rich flavor to the cupcakes. So once that is done, we'll just cut out a little part of that and put the rest like a cap over the hole and cover it well. So this is how the filling will be sealed inside the cupcakes. So the second method of coring the cupcake is using this sweet lime squeezer. You can also use an apple corer to remove the center from the cupcake. So I'll just remove the piece of the cupcake from inside and fill in the cupcake with the cherry filling, the same as we had done earlier. You can use the same cherry filling in vanilla cupcakes as well. And if you need a recipe for the vanilla cupcake, I'll put that link too in the description box below. So now again, we'll put in a little part of the cupcake we had scooped out earlier. And this too is ready. In the third method, I'll be using this potato peeler. I'll be just cutting a piece of the cupcake from the center with it and then scooping it out. You can use any of the method or whatever is available with you. You can also use a steel icing nozzle to scoop out the center from the cupcakes. So in the same way, I'll continue scooping out the centers of the cupcake and filling it with the cherry filling. So now let's get our chocolate ganache As you can see, after keeping it in the fridge, it's got a little bit firm. With this much thickness, we will be able to frost the cupcakes. Consistency should be such that when you make those lines, it should remain there and not melt back into the ganache. And now I'm using Noor N1 nozzle. This is the rosette nozzle. I'll put the link for this too in the description box below. I'll be filling the piping bag with the chocolate ganache. So I cut the piping bag and put the nozzle in. And to make it easy to fill in the bag, I just put it over a glass. And then just scoop out some of the ganache and put it into the bag. If you feel your chocolate ganache is too runny and it's not holding its shape, you can put it back in the fridge for some time till it sets well again. And when it is a little bit firm, we can just try it onto a spatula and to see whether it holds its shape. So this is good to go, and let's start decorating the cupcakes. While gently squeezing the icing bag, I'll move from outside to the center of the cupcake, just creating a swirl like a rosette. And then I'll be just sprinkling it with some tiny red sprinkles. This is totally optional. And placing a fresh red cherry on top of it. And with that, our beautiful and tasty chocolate cupcakes with cherry filling and chocolate ganache is ready. Let's cut one and see how it looks from inside as well. Can't wait to try these. And I hope you too would be making them soon. So go ahead and treat yourself to these cupcakes and experience the sweet delight of chocolate and cherry together in this beautiful cupcakes. Thanks once again for watching till this end. And do subscribe to Garfin's Creation, and I'll see you soon in many more videos coming up. Till then, take care and see you again. Bye bye.